Here are the answers to the warm-ups on May 13th. So if we're given this linear equation, and I also tell you that x equals 5, what's the value of y? So it's simple substitution. You replace the x with a parenthesis, so you can put the new x value in, which is 5, and then you just solve. 2 times 5 is 10, plus 40 is 50, so that's the value of y. Number 2 deals with proportions, and as we've seen the entire year, to solve a kind of a normal looking proportion, the shortcut was always cross multiply. So multiply diagonally and then divide, and that will work. In this case, it would work just fine. So I would cross multiply 20 times 4 and then divide that by 14, and I get it looks like about 5.7 as my answer. But the reason that works is a property of equivalent fractions. So the fraction over on this side has to be the same value as this, hence the equal sign. So if I were to do what's called a cross product, as in 4 times 20, that's going to equal this cross product, which is 14 times x. So now I write this a slightly different way, as in 4 times 20 is 80. 14 times x is 14x, and then to solve for x, I would just divide both sides by 14, which is the same thing I just did. I took 80 divided by 14. The second proportion that I gave you, this one you would struggle with if you just tried to cross multiply and divide. So that's why we have this understanding of why that method works. And if I look at the cross products, 3 times x is 3x. And that's going to equal this cross product, which is basically 7 times 4x plus 1. So I just multiplied one term by the denominator of the other fraction. So now I distribute. So I get 3x equals 28x plus 7. I could then, let's see, maybe let's keep the x's positive. So let's subtract 3 x's from both sides and subtract 7 from both sides. And then to get x by itself, you just divide by 25. So it looks like negative 7/25 is going to be my value of x. So if you want to do it as decimal, just divide those. Otherwise, that's the fractional value of x. So if you plug it in here and you plug it in here, it would make both fractions equivalent. And the last ones, just a reminder, when you have two negatives right next to each other, that means you're going to add. So this really becomes 5/6 plus 4/5. Make sure you find a common denominator. And the second one, the signs are different. So you're going to subtract the numbers, which would give you, looks like exactly 4. And then because you have more positives, it would be positive 4 as your answer.